Hey everyone, Ariana Allegra here, or should I say Melisandre, Sorceress of the Lord of Light. So for this tutorial, I decided to do a look for Melisandre from Game of Thrones. When I first read the books, she was not one of my favorite characters, but once I made it to Dance with Dragons, she surprisingly started to grow on me like much of the characters in Game of Thrones tend to do. So this look that I created is actually a little bit more reminiscent of how Melisandre is described in the books. I do like the actress that portrays her on Game of Thrones, however she doesn't look exactly like how I envisioned her, how I feel George R.R. Martin described her in the book. And the necklace I created for her choker that always glows with power whenever she uses her powers is something that I just created from little bits of broken jewelry that I had lying around, and I really like it. It's not as chokery as in the show, but it suits more of what I imagined in my mind. So I will take you through a really simple, easy medieval makeup look so that you can look just like this mistress of the Lord of Light. Bare face. To start off, I'm taking my boar bristled brush and some Moroccan argan oil. I'm starting brushing my hair at the ends and then working my way up through the lengths of my mane. This helps to prevent breakage and keep your hair long and lustrous. When I'm done with this side, I move on to the other side. When you're done brushing your hair, take some Moroccan argan oil, put just a little sploosh in your hand, and work it through the mid-shafts to lengths of your hair. This will help keep your hair really shiny and lustrous. Next, I am parting my hair slightly off center. Then I'm taking this front fourth section of my hair and I'm twisting it away from my face. I find that this just looks better, and to help keep this stuff in place, I use my mouth. Next, move on to the other side of your head and repeat the same process. Remember to twist away from your face. When you're done, gather these two parts in the back of your head and tie them with an elastic. Once you're done with that, we will be moving on to the face. I'm taking my really sad Urban Decay concealer in DEA and I'm just covering up all of the imperfections on my skin, any blemishes, any redness. Then next, I'm going to take my other concealer, which is the Magic Erase one from, I think, L'Oreal, and I'm going to just conceal more on top of that. Since Melisandre is described as having very pale, luminous skin, I just decided to use concealer and buff it all out with this stippling brush. It gives you more of a natural look than if you were to cover your face with foundation. Once you're done blending everything out, it's time to prime your eyelids. I'm using just a regular primer potion from Urban Decay. Anything works. Next, I'm highlighting my face. And a good trick to get full lips is to take some highlighter and put it in your Cupid's bow, right where I'm putting it. Next, it's time to contour. I'm taking this one from Neutrogena and an angled brush, making a fishy face, and I'm contouring underneath my cheekbones just to make them stand out. Melisandre is described as having high cheekbones and a heart-shaped face, so I'm just trying to bring out my cheekbones a little bit more to make myself look a little bit more mature and chiseled. Next, I'm taking a big fluffy brush and just buffing all of that out so that it looks natural and not too harsh. I'm also defining my nose just a little bit by putting some contour on either sides of it. Then I'm taking a nude eyeshadow from Boots and applying it all over my eyelid and up even to the brow bone. This is just a really nice neutral base. And when you're done with one eye, go ahead and move on to the other. Next, I am taking a crease brush and my favorite brown eyeshadow, which is Mulch by MAC, and I'm applying it to my creases to make my eyes look a little bit more hollow and give myself some definition from the wash of color that I just applied. And anything you repeat on one eye, you want to do to the other. Keep blending in small circular motions until the color is nice and diffused. You want this to look as natural as possible, but also to give you some definition. Next, I am taking a smudge brush and a flat angle brush, and I'm using that same eyeshadow just to lightly line my eyes, giving me a little bit of definition underneath my eyes and on top. This is a very, very subtle way to line your eyes, and also can prove to be a very good guide if you are going to apply eyeliner. But since this is medieval makeup, I'm not going to use any eyeliner, and I'm just going to smudge this shadow until it looks as natural as possible. You want your finished results to look something like this. Next, I'm taking this blush from NARS called Deep Throat. I know the name is absolutely filthy, but the color is very beautiful and very natural. A tip when applying blush is to apply it just above the apple of your cheek and along your cheekbones. Next, I'm also taking that same contour and contouring my face a little bit more. Even though I have a heart-shaped face, I want it to stand out just a little bit more and look even sharper. Moving on to the brows. I'm taking just a brown brow pencil and just lightly feathering in any patches in my eyebrows that I can see to make it look more natural and just a little bit more put together. Taking that same flat angle brush and dragging that brow pencil through the length of my eyebrows so that it's diffused and natural looking. Then I'm taking this torture device called an eyelash curler. Then I'm using Benefit's They're Real mascara and applying liberal amounts to my eyes. Since I didn't use any eyeliner, I really like this mascara because it will bring some more definition to your eyes by adding volume to your eyelashes. And next, I'm taking this Ben Nye makeup, special effects makeup, and I'm using this purple color, putting it on my fingers and applying it around my eyes. Now you might think, why are you trying to make yourself look tired and a little sleep deprived? That's because in A Dance with Dragons, you find out, spoiler alert, that Melisandre does not sleep. So to give her a kind of ethereal undead look, I decided to apply some in the creases of my eyes and just a little bit underneath my eyes to make myself look beautifully sleep deprived. Moving on to the lips. I love this Revlon Just Bitten Kissables Balm Stain, and I feel like it gives the perfect natural look for this. And I apply this by putting a little on and then rubbing it out with my fingers. I apply where I want it to get more definition and a little bit of a crisper line, but then I rub it out with my fingers to diffuse it and make it look like a natural warm color coming through my lips. On to the necklace! We are almost done. I have to put this choker on that I made myself just from little bits and bobs around my house. I really enjoyed making this tutorial because I find that this makeup look lies somewhere between the show and the book. And a last little addition I made myself a makeshift red cape with a old red sheet that I had and wasn't using anymore. You can do the same. And I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial and that the light of R'hllor finds you wherever you are, for the night is dark and full of terrors. So this cosplay is definitely more centered on makeup than opposed to actual clothes. If you are in the market for any good cosplay costumes or any good wigs from the women of Westeros, Cersei, Dany, Sansa, Catelyn, anyone, I really suggest you check out my friend's shop. It is called Royal Enchantments. I will put the link down below, and those are all handcrafted wigs that are definitely in your price range. Or if you want to commission a dress from any season of the show, she's your girl and she can do it for you. Like I said, I'll post her link down here. You can check it out and see all of the other characters that she has. Even if you want a Disney character, she has a really, really good Elsa wig and a really, really good Elsa dress. So definitely check her out if you're thinking of cosplaying one of the characters from Game of Thrones, because 'tis the season for cons and cosplay. So I really hope that you enjoy this tutorial, and you should check back because there will be more women from the Westeros universe coming up soon for makeup tutorials for them. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!